Okay, let's do this. We've tasked ourselves with discussing the storyline of Fortnite Season 5. The problem is, though, that to talk about this season is to talk about every season. Like Donald Mustard, creative director of Epic, stated, it's all connected. The story is about to kick into overdrive. Yep, he wasn't kidding. Beyond that, Fortnite lore is complicated, vague, and honestly, a little messy. It's important to keep in mind that a lot of what we'll be discussing today are theories based on what's happened so far. We're not necessarily saying this is all true. What we are saying is that certain things have happened, and this is how we interpret them. With all that in mind, let's not waste any more time. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and click that bell so you never miss a video. Get your thumbs ready, everyone, because we're gonna want to hear your thoughts on this one. Oh, and don't forget to use code NewScapePro in the item shop. Okay, let's talk lore. 0 Point. To properly set us up for Chapter 2 Season 5, we must first look back to the end event of Season 4. During it, Galactus toured the 0 Point from under the island, beginning to harness its power. He fails, exploding with gamma energy and rifting away. "They did it!" Jon Jones exclaims, confirming our efforts with Battle Bus bombs were a success. Not all is peachy though, since now the 0 Point is exposed. Obviously, since it can be seen floating at the center of the map. What exactly are the implications of this though? Clearly, it is manipulating Jon Jones's reality, hence the earthquakes and general pandemonium. It's also shifting the island around. It's no secret that this season sees the return of many Chapter 1 POIs, like Tomato Town and Flesh Factory. But did you know that we're all still playing on the same island as said chapter? That's right, Apollo, or Chapter 2's map, is not something entirely new. Instead, it's simply the last map seriously reworked. The building blocks of Apollo are the rearranged bits of Athena, the Chapter 1 map. Now, with the 0 Point exposed, it's reverting it back to what it once was. But not perfectly. That's why Salty Towers is an amalgam of two hotspots, and also why the Durburger seems to have just crash-landed on the logjam. Finally, and most importantly, the 0 Point allows those stuck in the loop to escape via the bridge. Wait, the bridge? Yeah, the bridge. See, the 0 Point allows transport between realities. This transport is done through said bridge. In the storyline trailer, we can see it be used in two different ways. Firstly, Jones retrieves the best hunters from all realities, then sending them to Fortnite Island through it. We believe that these people to be this pinkish orb blast. Second, Jones uses the bridge himself to travel to the Fortnite reality. When things run smoothly, this is perfectly alright. The mysterious office should be able to access the bridge and send others into new realities. The problem is, with the 0 Point exposed, anyone can. And, more importantly, the bridge works two ways. Think back to Season 2. During its end season event, Midas attempted to stop the storm using a device powered by the 0 Point. As the coils began to charge, energy began releasing onto the island, manipulating reality. This caused players to float, as well as transport to the mysterious office. Here, you bump into Jon Jones. He is flabbergasted to see you, asking if you can hear him. It also showed him that players can transport via the 0 Point's bridge. Now, Jon Jones is on the island. And he's not going to allow that to happen again. Jon Jones Mission. So we've touched on the 0 Point and Jon Jones's need to fix it. But how does he plan to do that? The verdict is still out on that one. We do know it'll be chaotic, since he directly mentions his plan being pure chaos. We also know he intends on using hired muscle to keep people away from the 0 Point and on Fortnite Island. These are the hunters Jones mentions in the story trailer. Sent from multiple different realities, these fighters serve one purpose: keep people away from the bridge, no matter what. It isn't just them defending the bridge too. Jones has also sent in IO, or Imagined Order guards. These are this season's henchmen, popping up around the map to maintain order. They can also be seen in the story trailer, running around in a panic. This is just the beginning. During the Battle Pass trailer, as Jones explains what we just mentioned, he says, "All while we prepare for the next phase." How we see it, the first phase of Jon Jones' mission is simply a distraction. Keep things chaotic, with the bounty hunters and the IO guards causing a ruckus around the island. Once everyone is properly distracted, that's when stabilization of the 0 Point will occur. Our guess, since it's Fortnite, is that it won't work out super well. You know how we discussed former POIs making their way back onto the island? Yeah, this is when we're going to start seeing loads more. It might sound counterintuitive, but attempting to stabilize the 0 Point can destabilize it even more, which would lead to more of the reality warping we've already seen. This is somewhat similar to Season 4, when Marvel POIs began plopping down on the island. Now we're just curious what POIs we're going to see over the course of the season. Here's to hoping that Lazy Links is reintroduced. What about you? What Chapter 1 location do you want to see in Chapter 2 Season 5? Let us know in the comments down below. The other Jonesies. Jon Jones says something important during the storyline trailer, and it's something that many have overlooked. After the mysterious woman tells Jones he must go in to stabilize the 0 point, he says, "Oh, come on. The last thing we need is another snapshot of me inside the loop." He's referring to all of his different iterations over the years. Scuba Jonesy, Default Jonesy, and Castaway Jonesy, for example. This begs the question though, is it truly Jon Jones going inside the loop? Or is it a copy? Our guess is the latter. Think of them as another level of surveillance, sent in to keep tabs on the players stuck inside the loop. Why do we think this? Well, one of these copies is a little bit of a blabbermouth, and a little insane. We're referring to Bunker Jonesy, first released in Season 9. If you don't already know, this Jonesy snapshot escaped Season 8's volcano eruption by hiding out in a bunker, hence the name Bunker Jonesy. From appearances alone, you can tell he's a little insane. For a long time, many believed this simply to be from isolation inside the bunker. We're here to say that isn't entirely true. Instead, Jonesy has been on the island for a long time, potentially longer than almost everyone inside the loop. He is pretty nuts, yes, but this isn't just from his time trapped. It's important for us to note that the loop does a lot of things. It resets time, firstly. Secondly, it wipes the memories and mutes those inside it. These are in place to maintain order. The problem is, though, that the loop is imperfect. Sometimes, it doesn't fully wipe memories. Enter Bunker Jonesy, who has been a part of the island for so long that he has fragmented memories of everything that's happened. This is confirmed from the etching seen inside his bunker. These aren't the scribblings of a madman. Each of these things is an accurate prediction. The main one being the fight between the Mecha and the Devourer. Crazy? Yes. Wrong? No. Now in Chapter 2 Season 5, his storyline has unfolded even more. He's now an interactable NPC found at Camp Cod, and he's unlike any other. It's not all business for this version of Jonesy. Instead, he is panicked, explaining how we're all inside the loop. He also explains that there are other Jonesies, and how he isn't associated with them. Finally, and most importantly, he knows how to escape. Hopefully he lets us in on his big secret. At the moment, he refuses to tell us, citing it to be too complicated. His time might be limited too. See, we mentioned how he was unlike any other NPC.
As well as his crazed dialogue, he is also partially translucent and glowing blue.
On top of this, he is the only NPC that cannot be killed, simply because bullets and pickaxe swings go through him. This goes for your player model as well. We believe this could be because he's a leftover from Chapter 1. As the map sees more and more past locations, Bunker Jonesy might just be restored. As of now though, no matter how hard we tried, Bunker Jonesy cannot die. By our hand anyway. Hopefully he lives long enough to spill all of his secrets. We have a feeling Jon Jones will learn of his existence and attempt to silence him. If he's trying to keep people from escaping the loop, the last thing he needs is someone spilling the beans. The 7. The mysterious woman Jon Jones speaks to mentions another vital aspect of the Fortnite storyline. The 7. More importantly, don't alert them to the activity with the 0 point. If you don't know already, the 7 are a group of scientists, each being the same person from different realities. It is their mission to stop the loop and keep the bridge intact. They've seen the horrors of the island, as well as the memory wiping and muting. Their storyline kicked into high gear starting in Season X, with the group managing to temporarily stop the loop. This is why the meteor could be found stuck in freefall in the center of the island. Actually, that season as a whole bears resemblance to the current one, a remixed map and an unstable reality. That season ended with time unfreezing and the 7 flying their rockets into the 0 point. This caused full destabilization, it exploding and sucking the island into a black hole. The 7 have succeeded. The loop has been destroyed. The game, and really the Fortnite universe, has gone dark, at least for a time. Days later, the map returned, but this time in an entirely new state. Enter Chapter 2, where players were greeted by a mysterious message. It read, "The containment field has stabilized. The bridge is intact. The 7 succeeded. Our manipulations averted disaster. The 0 point is ours, and the plan can continue. Surprising is the sheer volume of matter resolved around the bridge. Extensive charting and analysis is required. Our best team has been scrambled and inserted. We expect resistance and similar embedded agents. We've been as quiet as possible, but the gaze of others is now turned towards 0. Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. Firstly, this message was written by the mysterious office. Let's call it the IO team, where Jon Jones works. Secondly, this confirms the 7's success. It also confirms that it was only temporary. Manipulating the black hole, the IO team brought the island out of it, then reforming it to keep the 7 off their radar. The team inserted is Alter, the other similar embedded agents being Ego. Basically, the IO team is continuing their plan in secret, and is specifically trying to not alert the 7. If they were to find out, the IO plan would be made much more difficult. Let's hope the visitor and the rest of the gang hear word of the exposed 0 point, since that'll make this season a lot more interesting. Not gonna lie, after writing all this, I feel a little bit like Bunker Jonesy.
Like we said at the beginning, the Fortnite storyline is complicated and all over the place. As the season continues, we'll do our best to keep you informed of everything happening on the island.
From the hunters to the IO guards to Jon Jones to the 0 point. This is gonna be a crazy one, folks, and we're excited to experience it with you. If you haven't already, comment down below your thoughts on the video. Do you think our predictions will come true? Will Bunker Jonesy help us escape the loop? Is the 7 returning to save us all? That'll do it for us, everyone. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell so you never miss a video. Oh, and use code NewScapePro in the item shop. Bye!